Hello, let's find out together some pretty interesting news from the crypto world. In cryptocurrencies world, things are moving on so fast, and we just have to be careful to find out the latest news. So Bitcoin stabilizes within range as short-term trend improves. Bitcoin is holding its short-term support above $35,000 and could face resistance near $42,000. Prices continue to consolidate, suggesting selling pressure is weakening. Typically, volatility declines during consolidation phases, encouraging buyers to return, albeit briefly. So Bitcoin is above the 100 period moving average on both the hourly and 4-hour chart as the corrective phase stabilizes. On the daily chart, the relative strength index is rising from oversold levels, which could keep buyers active towards $42,000 resistance. A decisive breakout above resistance would yield an upside target around $45,000. So Bitcoin was trading around 39 and $300,000 at press time and was up about 5% over the past 24 hours. Let's see what happens if Norton 360 antivirus will soon mine cryptocurrency. Because you could have heard of this. Norton LifeLock will soon roll out a feature for Norton 360 that's not commonly found in antivirus programs. A built-in miner that will enable users to mine for Ethereum. The company will start giving select participants in its early adopter program access to the feature today, though it intends to make Norton Crypto available to all customers in the coming weeks. So the security software company is promoting the miner as a feature meant to protect its customers' ever-evolving digital lives. Norton says you'd usually have to disable antivirus programs to run miners, since security programs typically block them, but its own miner will obviously be able to run alongside its antivirus product. So Norton Crypto uses a device's GPU to mine for Ethereum, which users can then transfer into a wallet that's stored in the cloud to prevent accidental loss due to hardware failure. As Blipping Computer notes though, Ethereum is quite difficult to mine, especially in recent months. So users' efforts might be pulled together to have a better chance of mining a block. In that case, participants will have to divvy up their earnings and Norton may be taking a small cut. Gagan Singh, Chief Product Officer at Norton LifeLock, said in a statement, quote, "We are proud to be the first consumer cyber safety company to offer coin miners the ability to safely and easily turn the idle time on their PCs into an opportunity to earn digital currency. With Norton Crypto, our customers can mine for cryptocurrency with just a few clicks, avoiding many barriers to entry in the cryptocurrencies ecosystem." That's pretty good news for cryptocurrency and for Ethereum miners, which will have now from now on this opportunity. So let's see if you ever asked yourself the question, is Bitcoin the best place for your money? Let's see some things about this. So, for some investors, the lure of fast, easy money is more compelling than the risk of losing a shirt. So, actually, it's a pretty good question, which I think everyone puts: what's a better investment, Bitcoin or a Roth IRA? Because more and more these days, people are thinking about investing in Bitcoins and similar products. They hear about quick, huge profits, they think they should hop on board. Of course, they have also heard of huge losses in cryptocurrency. But for many young people, the lure of fast, easy money is much more compelling than the risk of losing a shirt. So, people, some people double their money through crypto or even more than that, but others lose some money. So, uh, actually, you can never know. So, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and many other varieties of digital currencies don't have any long-term histories. They aren't regulated, they aren't legal tender, their value is determined by purely by supply and demand. So it's it's like when you examine this both, you can see that each has advantages and big disadvantages. So actually, um, let's see how Standard Chartered BC Group formed joint venture to offer cryptocurrency trading in Europe. So Standard Chartered has partnered with Hong Kong-based digital asset firm BC Group to set up a UK joint venture that will offer brokerage and exchange trading services for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, as high street banks increasingly make a foray into the space. Because the new joint venture scheduled for launch in the fourth quarter will focus on servicing institutional and corporate clients in the UK and Europe, according to a press release this Wednesday. The official launch is still pending regulatory approval. SCC Ventures, a unit of Standard Chartered, initiated the joint venture with Hong Kong listed BC Group, according to a spokeswoman at the lender. BC Group's subsidiary OCLE was the first digital asset platform to be licensed by the Securities and Futures Commissions under the city's new regime for virtual asset trading platform. So Alex Manson, head of Situ Ventures, says that we have a strong conviction that digital assets are here to stay and will be adopted by the institutional market as a highly relevant asset class. And it follows similar moves by other leading commercial banks as they expand their menu of services to include cryptocurrencies, hitting growing demand from their clients. DBS, for example, launched its own digital exchange for institutional and accredited investors in December. And the market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies has now exceeded 1 trillion US dollars. Data from CoinMarketCap shows, which is double that of the biggest American bank, JP Morgan Chase. While Bitcoin has lost 38% of its value in the past month, it has still more than tripled over the past year, at one point peaking at more than 64,000 US dollars. So the new joint venture will be headed by Asman Ahmad, BC Group's chief information officer, while Nick Philpott, a member of Situ Ventures, will be the chief operating officer. The new company will offer trading services for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital assets targeting the European market. It will leverage OCL's digital asset technology and standard chartered access to the European markets, according to the press release. Uh, SCC Ventures was established in 2018 to lead innovation across the Standard Chartered Group. It invests in financial technology companies and promotes the testing and implementation of new business models. So it seems like there are a lot of pretty good news for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Things are moving on so fast, um, and let's see um, about how Bitcoin attempts price breakout and how the analysts see limited upside. So Bitcoin is looking higher, having ping-ponged over a narrowing price range for the past few days. But despite signs of a breakout, some analysts remain cautious because Bitcoin has raised 8% this week to trade above $38 and $500 according to CoinDesk 20 data. And crypto funds are deploying newly subscribed capital, which seems to be pushing the cryptocurrency higher, according to Stack Funds co-founder and CEO Matthew Deeb. Limited partners are buying the dip, and the new start date for capital deployment and allocation is generally the first day of month, Deep told CoinDesk. So the rally appears to be a low average spot driven move. Funding rates, the cost of holding long positions in the perpetual futures remain close to zero, according to data provider Glassnode. A high funding rate is taken to represent excess leverage on the bullish side. So the daily chart shows the cryptocurrency has broken out of its 2-week long symmetrical triangle congestion pattern, and further gains may be in the offing. So Deep said that Bitcoin is looking much better technically. However, we would need to see a weekly close above the previous short-term high of $40,000 to regain confidence of a resumed uptrend. So Pankaj Balani, co-founder and CEO of the Singapore-based Delta Exchange, expects recovery rallies to be short-lived. He said, "We expect selling to resume and large supply being offered above $45,000. Let's see another new things about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. For instance, um, that Shiba Inu tries to um, to follow Dogecoin on the way up. So Shiba Inu moves higher as Dogecoin rallies. Shiba Inu gained some upside momentum after Dogecoin managed to settle above the important resistance level at $0.3990 and continued its upside move. So the main catalyst for the recent Dogecoin strength was Coinbase's decision to add Dogecoin to its professional trading platform Coinbase Pro. At this point, Dogecoin is not available on Coinbase retail trading platform, but the market expects that it would be added to this platform in the upcoming weeks. Increased access to Dogecoin is a welcome development for Dogecoin bulls. So it's not surprising to see that Dogecoin managed to settle above the resistance at $0.3990 and tested the resistance at $0.44. For Shiba Inu, the recent Dogecoin in strength presents an opportunity to gain additional upside momentum in a sympathy trade. Shiba Inu's current market capitalization is about $3.9 billion compared to Dogecoin, 55.5 billion dollars, and some traders may be willing to bet that Shiba Inu will start to close the gap in case it becomes more popular. Shiba Inu is currently trying to settle above the nearest resistance level at $0.000010. So from a big picture point of view, Shiba Inu has formed a double bottom pattern and has material chances to gain additional upside momentum. However, traders should know that Shiba Inu will likely remain dependent on Dogecoin's dynamics, as it is still viewed as another cryptocurrency with an image of a cute dog. Who doesn't love cute dogs? I mean, people will be really attracted by this Shiba Inu because it has the image of a cute dog, and um, that is something that really attracts people when this visual stuff. So did you sold your Bitcoin because of Elon? You have to think again, maybe, because um, the question of Bitcoin's impact on the environment has been hovering over the industry for years. But recently it got real momentum after Elon Musk first sent Bitcoin prices surging, then plunging, then going up again by tweeting about Bitcoin's environmental impact. After showing disapproval on Bitcoin's ecological impact, Musk soon returned with a new message. He met with the North American Bitcoin miners to get them to adopt greener standards of work, which is really a great thing. Because Katie Wood, the founder of ARK Investment Management, believes that the move was dictated by some very pragmatic reasons, as she said in a Consensus 2021 interview with Nathaniel Whitemore. So Elon probably got a few calls from institutions, Wood said. I noticed that BlackRock is Tesla's number 3 shareholder and Larry Fink is the CEO. He is focused on ESG and especially on climate change. I'm sure BlackRock registered some complaints, and perhaps there are some very large holders in Europe who are extremely sensitive to this. So in setting up the Bitcoin Mining Council, some wondered if Musk and his fellow founder, Michael Saylor, wanted to centralize Bitcoin mining. This is hardly possible for now. However, attempts to create various whitelists and blacklists for Bitcoin, depending on how green or dirty, sanctioned or politically clean they are, and so on, might harm Bitcoin's core value, borderless money with no rulers to control it. So you have to think again if this Elon Musk's tweets got you interrupt your crypto or mining or something. Let the crypto price wars begin as Robinhood touts commission-free trade versus Coinbase rivals. Because Robinhood markets on Thursday may have delivered the first shot across the bow in the trading of virtual assets, highlighting that buying and selling assets like Bitcoin carries no transaction fees on its venue, pointing to fees that exist at competitors Coinbase Global's and Gemini and PayPal's Venmo. Coinbase explains its transaction fee structure here, noting that it also varies by region. Um, and Robinhood makes the case that the fees aren't insignificant in its promotion of its services, saying that, quote, if you invested $100, you'll pay around $3 in fees on other platforms, and could lose out on unrealized gains. And with Robinhood Crypto, you get all of what you pay for, writes the platform run by CEO Vladimir Tenov. The media campaign centered on its zero commissions offerings in crypto come as Robinhood is on the cusp of becoming a public company as early as this month and views crypto as a major area of growth for the investment app that has marketed itself as a trading platform bent on democratizing investing for average folk. Meanwhile, Coinbase reported some 56 million verified users and 6.1 million monthly active users and $223 billion in assets. Coinbase went public in mid-April and is expected to face heavy competition in the crypto that would result in fee compression for US largest crypto platform. So Coinbase shares are down nearly 28% since its listing on the Nasdaq on April 14. Calls and emails to the brokerages weren't immediately returned. Back in 2019, shares of discount brokerages plunged after Charles Schwab Corp dropped commissions on US stocks, exchange-traded funds and options, effectively launching a price war among retail investing arena. So Robinhood's focus on pricing may similarly place pressures on its competitors. However, Robinhood has received some pushback from industry participants at times for taking payments for its order flow in order to maintain its zero commission structure. We receive uniform volume-based rebates from trading venues, but never consider rebates when deciding where to route your order, Robinhood said in its blog on Thursday about its no-fee crypto trading. So this can be really a helpful thing and some helpful news that on Robinhood the commission is actually zero. Um, so let's see what more news we can discuss about cryptocurrency because things are really moving really fast. And for instance, let's see let's see how crypto firms fall short on anti-money laundering rules, UK watchdog says. Um, in London, many cryptocurrency firms are not meeting Britain's anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing rules, the country's financial watchdog said on Thursday, showing how some parts of the emerging sector are struggling to meet required standards. The cryptocurrency world has been plagued through its 12-year life by lax standards on money laundering and other illicit activities. So, while standards are widely seen to have improved, global regulators and policymakers have in recent months expressed concerns over the illicit use of crypto. Because since January, cryptocurrency related firms have had to register with Britain's Financial Conduct Authority, which oversees their compliance with UK laws designed to prevent money laundering and terrorist financing before doing business. The FCI will only register firms where it is confident that processes are in place to identify and prevent this activity, it said. The watchdog will extend the end date of its temporary registration regime from July 9 to the end of March 2022, it said. So let's see some news about how the price of Dogecoin jumps as joke cryptocurrency gets this serious support. So Dogecoin jumped Wednesday after crypto exchange Coinbase said trading of the meme cryptocurrency could begin on Thursday. So there are really many things which are constantly changing in the world of crypto, and it's better to be well informed about this, because this announcement, for instance, which the top US cryptocurrency exchange made on Tuesday, is the latest sign of acceptance for a cryptocurrency that started as a joke, because Dogecoin, which was started in 2013 and named after the Shiba Inu meme, rose 24% to 41.5 cents. So, starting today, Tuesday, June 1, transfer Doge into your Coinbase Pro account ahead of trading, Coinbase said in a blog post. Support for Doge will generally be available in Coinbase-supported jurisdictions. Trading will begin on or after 9 a.m. Pacific Time, Thursday, June 3, if liquidity conditions are met. Coinbase said that Dogecoin wasn't yet available on Coinbase.com or its mobile apps. And we will make a separate announcement if and when this support is added, the exchange said in a blog post. So Coinbase, during its earnings conference call last month, said it would begin allowing trading of Dogecoin in the weeks ahead. So you see how what started as a joke is now really growing and going as raising. Coinbase stock slipped after hours on Thursday after the cryptocurrency exchange reported first quarter results that slightly missed estimates, marking its first report since its IPO last month after investing in Bitcoin took off last year. So the results arrived at as the cryptocurrency exchange, the US largest, faces question about rival crypto platforms widening its product offerings and how it might put its cash to use. Coinbase, which makes most of its money from transaction fees on its platform, reported total revenue of $1.801 billion. So the company earned $3.05 per share. Wall Street expected Coinbase to earn $3.07 a share on revenue of $1.81 billion. So Coinbase said it had 56 million verified users, including more than 8,000 institutions. Monthly transacting users were 6.1 million during the quarter, in line with its earlier forecasts. So trading volume came in at $335 billion, with around $120 billion consisting of retail investors and $215 billion from institutional investors. Bitcoin and Ethereum, another cryptocurrency, drove large portion of that volume. So Coinbase logged operating expenses of $813 million during the quarter. Transaction expenses from higher trading volume, as well as an increase in account verification fees and payment processing fees, pushed costs higher. So competition is increasing. Coinbase released the financials after Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies grew at a maniacal pace over the past year, helped by adoption from bigger investors and corporations, as well as digital assets like NFTs and the joke cryptocurrency Dogecoin. But competition and other concerns continue to hang over the crypto industry. And um, Coinbase said in a letter that competition is increasing as new market entrants join the crypto economy every month. Our competitors are supporting certain crypto assets that are experiencing large trading volume and growth in market capitalization that we do not currently support, as well as offering new products and services that we do not offer. So, during its earnings conference call, Coinbase said that it would begin allowing trading of Dogecoin in roughly 6 to 8 weeks. But it sees a future with millions of different crypto assets, which would have to meet its security and compliance protocols. When asked about how it can keep a pace with potentially cheaper fees elsewhere, management said it wasn't focused on competing on fees. Its biggest focus, it said, was meeting demand. Coinbase also outlined a scenario where it could offer other companies in finance or elsewhere technological assistance in handling digital assets. Its Coinbase Cloud Service, it said, was its AYS for crypto. So Coinbase fortunes hinge on people's interest in investing in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The exchange was warned that demand trends are inherently unpredictable due to the volatility in crypto prices. For the full year, Coinbase has offered three forecasts ranging from 4 million to 7 million for the number of its average monthly transacting users, depending on the value and interest in cryptocurrencies. Meanwhile, regulators remain cautious on cryptocurrencies and could further crack down on an industry where fraud and theft remain big concerns. There are also concerns about the amount of energy Bitcoin burns, because rival crypto exchange Binance is under investigation by the Justice Department and Internal Revenue Service, sources told Bloomberg. And officials who specialize in money laundering and tax crimes have contacted people with insight into Binance business. Meanwhile, Block.one, a blockchain software company backed by billionaire investor Peter Thiel, said it plans to introduce a new cryptocurrency exchange this year. So this is pretty much a raise in cryptocurrencies industry. So let's see about this Block.one, which I told that it's a blockchain software company backed by billionaire investor and PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. It said it plans to introduce a new cryptocurrency exchange this year, a move that would follow the Coinbase EPO and pit it against other large crypto exchanges. Coinbase stock and the price of Bitcoin rose Tuesday. Also up was the price of Dogecoin, the meme-based cryptocurrency which started as a joke, as we talked about this. So Block.one will launch the exchange called Bullish via a newly formed subsidiary named Bullish Global. The software company said in a news release that Bullish Global has more than $10 billion in cash and digital assets. That amount is a combination of an infusion from Block.one consisting of $100 million, 164,000 bitcoins, and 20 million EOS, a cryptocurrency. The amount also included a $300 million investment round led by Thiel's Capital and Founders Fund, as well as hedge fund managers Alan Howard and Louis Bacon. Other investors include Hong Kong businessman Richard Lee, Galaxy Digital, the investment bank Nomura, and Christian Angermeyer. Angermeyer is the founder of Atai Life Science, a company that backs psychedelic drug developers. Atai is backed by Thiel as well. So the launch of a new exchange comes as interest in digital remains strong following last year's boom and spills over into other assets like NFTs, created with varying degrees of irony. However, in the run-up to Coinbase EPO, that crypto exchange, the US largest, warned of inherent unpredictability in business trends given cryptocurrencies' volatility. Black Dot One said that bullish would offer automated market making, lending, and portfolio management tools. So the exchange will also use EOCEO, an open source blockchain platform, and the public blockchain to produce a cryptographically validated, provable, and immutable audit trail of all transactions processed on the bullish platform. Bloomberg said the launch of bullish could be an effort to recharge EOCEO. And the news outlet, citing a report from Electric Capital, said that developer interest in EOC had waned. Black Dot One in January announced the departure of CTO Daniel Larimer. So that is really interesting. This new new app that will for sure make cryptocurrency raise even more. Um, let's see how Bitcoin hit a tipping point after skyrocketing on investment mania, because more people are investing in Bitcoin after this avalanche of coronavirus stimulus, which shocked the cryptocurrency back to life last year. But as the price of Bitcoin foams higher, sweeping up everything from Elon Musk to the country's oldest bank to the Oakland CAs, questions have been reignited over whether the digital asset truly has a place in the world of mainstream investing. Bitcoin evangelists and recent converts, having shaken up the cryptocurrency's 2018 crash, say this time is different. They see room for ample returns, wider institutional interest, wider access to funds, options, and futures. Um, they see we're going to see a whole new industry emerge, a whole new banking system emerge around how to deal with this new type of investment, said Bill Barrett, a Bitcoin investor and CEO of the cryptocurrency investment app Abra. Bitcoin's future is thus still uncertain, said the analysts, but developments in the near term are likely to prove decisive as the currency balances at the tipping point of mainstream acceptance or a speculative implosion. Um, Things are really moving so fast, and we should see more more new interesting news about Bitcoin uh, and cryptocurrency. Uh, for instance, let's see if why they said Bitcoin is a farce, and who said that and why. So cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin are a farce and a symptom of bubbles forming in financial markets, Amundi's chief investment officer Pascal Blanc said on Thursday. So he said uh, that this is a farce. Um, Bitcoin trading at around 39,364 fell 35% last month after China doubled down on efforts to prevent speculative and financial risks by cracking down on mining and trading of the largest cryptocurrency. And speaking at a news conference, Blanc described the cryptocurrency as a farce, adding that it was a symptom of the bubbles forming in markets. Bitcoin will be remembered for pushing central banks to adopt digital money, he said, adding that governments and regulators will ultimately stop the music. Blanc said that it was much more important for investors to increase their exposure to the renminbi, China's currency, than diversify into cryptocurrencies. So that's a pretty funny, funny thing actually. This kind of quote. So let's see um, another news about this because things are really changing, and let's see how, for instance, about how to centralize Bitcoin mining. I mean, new Bitcoin mining council just wants to promote greener practices, member says. Because the Sailor and Musclet group won't mess with Bitcoin's code or fungibility, said Argo blockchain CEO Peter Wall. Because the new Bitcoin mining council has no intention of altering the cryptocurrency software and merely wants to promote sustainable energy practices and transparency in the industry, a founding member said. The council, spearheaded by Tesla CEO Elon Musk and MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, will respect Bitcoin's fungibility and does not advocate discrimination between so-called clean and dirty coins, said Peter Wall, CEO of Ergo Blockchain. We're not talking about Bitcoin code or block size or anything related to changing the nature of Bitcoin, said Wall, whose publicly traded company was one of a handful of mining firms that met with Saylor and Musk over the weekend. And he said, "We all love Bitcoin the way it is, as a decentralized, permissionless system." Further discussions with the group so far have been very clear that one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin and that the fungibility and essential properties of Bitcoin shouldn't be changed, Wall said in an interview Monday evening. So, in the hours since Musk and Saylor revealed the meeting on Twitter Monday, hardened Bitcoin veterans have been comparing it to the controversial and ultimately unsuccessful New York agreement of 2017. That closed door gathering of startup executives was a major flashpoint in a highly acrimonious debate over how best to scale the Bitcoin network, and widely viewed as inimical to the currency's ethos of leaderlessness. As then, many users are questioning how a small group of companies and two charismatic figureheads can profess to lead a global community where, by design, no one is in charge. It is extremely concerning that this group of Bitcoiners wandered into this meeting without any sense of self-awareness, wrote Marty Bent, co-founder of Great American Mining, in his newsletter Monday. Do they not recall the last time there was a closed door meeting that involved industry stakeholders who attempted to speak on behalf of an entire industry? How did they think this would turn out? The hubris is astounding. Well said, such concerns are unfounded in this case. This isn't the start of YPEC, he quipped. The group is a way to get together and discuss. We are all independent, decentralized miners who have formed a voluntary group to influence the industry and each other. The group is not exclusive, he added, though it is still working out mechanisms for other mining operations to join. This is an international challenge for Bitcoin and needs to be addressed on the international level, they said. Because the council's formation also comes as public figures such as Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary are pushing the idea that bitcoins can be clean or dirty, depending on how they are mined, and that minded institutional investors can and should buy only the former. Throughout his conversation with Coindesk, Wall said the council's two goals were to promote disclosure of and improve energy practices. And beyond those broad objectives, the companies haven't agreed on much else, he said. What we want to do is to make sure valid ESG concerns about people mining Bitcoin with coal are being addressed, Wall said, referring to the shorthand for environmental, social, and corporate governance. At this point, it's not going any further than that, he said. When asked about the efficacy of carbon credits, he declined to speak on the council's behalf. We haven't gone beyond the two things I've laid out, which is energy transparency and improving sustainable mining practices. Pressed on how promoting mining transparency squared with protecting fungibility, Wall said the council wasn't considering labeling which coins were mined sustainably and which ones with coal-powered equipment. The information would begin and end on the company level, he said. What we're saying is we need to promote energy transparency around individual miners, not necessarily about coins that are coming out from individual miners, Ward said. The question is, what kind of energy mixes are individual miners, publicly traded miners using with the goal to then take that knowledge and encourage people to move more towards renewables. And besides Argo, the other miners in the group are Hut 8, Galaxy Digital, Riot Blockchain, Marathon, Core Scientific, Hive Blockchain, and Blockcap. Combined, they control less than 10% of the global computing power on the Bitcoin network. Coinmetrics co-founder and Castle Island Ventures partner Nick Carter estimated. So notably, all of them are based in North America. Much of the environmental controversy centers around China, where mining activity is concentrated and said to rely heavily on coal and fossil fuels in areas like Xinjiang and Inner Mongolia. Fred Thiel, CEO of Las Vegas-based miner Marathon Digital Holdings, said he wasn't on the call Sunday but broadly seconded Wall's comments. It's more just an interest group that wants to get together and discuss, Thiel said in an appearance on Coindesk TV during Consensus 2021. I think if you look at the ambitions of the council, you'll find that the council wants to be open to anybody who's a miner, and it's really about sharing best practices. In other words, nobody's trying to centralize or control anything, he said. In 2021, listed firms have to meet institutional investors' expectations for corporate social responsibility, Thiel pointed out. For a publicly traded company with over a $2 billion market cap, ESG is important to our shareholders, he said. So this this there are some discussions and controversies and disputes between organizations and miners and people, but everything is uh, is seeming to go in the right direction overall. So actually, there are a lot uh, of news about cryptocurrency. For instance, Ether's resilience might be function of liquidity, because one of the reasons for ETH's price resiliency might be because its trading volume is starting to go higher than BTC on most days, giving it increased liquidity. And in the last couple of days, ETH and BTC have both been declining at similar percentage rates, said John Willock, CEO of crypto custody provider Freedom. But ETH overall has fared and recovered most of its value much better after the last couple of weekends of market volatility. Um, Based on the latest available data from CoinGecko, ETH volumes were at $43 million on Monday, while $37 million BTC changed hands on major spot trading venues. Um, and let's see more news about this. For instance, perception of validity and how the market is reacting to Dogecoin on Coinbase Pro. So people are still going to be cautious long term, but this debut will eventually have some ability to attract traditional investors, said Edward Moya, senior market analyst at Wanda. So retail traders have been howling ever since Tuesday's blog post by Coinbase saying traders on its Pro platform can begin trading Dogecoin as early as Tuesday, depending on liquidity condition. Dogecoin was trading at 41 cents at the time of writing, representing a 32% gain in the last 24 hours. So people are still going to be cautious long term, but this debut will eventually have some ability to attract traditional investors and not just the Robinhood and Reddit army, said Edward Moya, a senior market analyst at Wanda. There's certainly momentum behind this move, said Moya. After Elon Musk's appearance on Saturday Night Live, the meme cryptocurrency's momentum slowed and went quiet. People were moving on to Ether, SafeMoon, and other altcoins, according to Moya. Now that what was once seen as an embarrassing trend for technical traders could now be breaking above this, he said. Kraken, the cryptocurrency exchange, said it processed more than $6.5 billion worth of Doge in April and in May over $9 billion. Although the meme cryptocurrency has gained support from Tesla CEO Elon Musk and billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban, for the cryptocurrency to take off it needs a use case argument, according to Moya. There's got to be some kind of innovation, he said. Voyager, a US crypto trading app that supports retail trading for Dogecoin, has seen significant appreciation and trading activity for the cryptocurrency on its platform today. We've had consistent net buyers on Dogecoin, which indicates the general bullishness around it as it gains popularity across all demographics, said Voyager CEO Steve Ehrlich in an interview with Coindesk. So Coinbase wrote in its blog post about the listing that unlike Bitcoin, which is designed to be scarce, Dogecoin is intentionally abundant. 10,000 new coins are mined every minute and there is no maximum supply. James Butterfield, investment strategist at CoinShares, said that when speaking to his clients who are institutional investors, they are wary of investing in Dogecoin due to its lack of fundamentals. When you invest in any digital asset, you have to look at the fundamentals behind it. With Dogecoin, there's a lack of this, he said. From a technical perspective, Katie Stockton, founder and managing partner of Fairlead Strategies, said she sees this move creating a perception of validity. What we are seeing right now is a short-term oversold bounce, she said. Stockton said Dogecoin has gained short-term momentum, but sees limits to further upside. So if you are curious, you can search more about Dogecoin. Maybe you are interested in uh, purchasing some, or you are simply more attracted to Dogecoin than to other cryptocurrencies or altcoins. So blockchain.com is to move US headquarters to Miami from New York, because the Luxembourg-based company plans on creating as many as 300 jobs over the next 18 months at the new location. Cryptocurrency exchange and wallet firm blockchain.com is moving its US headquarters to Miami from New York, the Miami Herald reporting. So the Luxembourg-based company plans on creating as many as 300 jobs. It wasn't immediately known if any jobs will be lost in New York, but a city spokesperson told the Herald the company is not receiving financial incentives to move. Suarez has made attracting tech companies, particularly crypto concerns, to Miami a signature priority of his administration. The announcement comes as the Bitcoin 2021 conference gets underway in the city. So this is a pretty interesting thing. And let's see how online broker eToro added 3.1 million new clients in first quarter. So new registrations jumped by more than 200% to 3.1 million, up from 1 million in the same period last year and 5.2 million for the whole of 2020. So trading platform eToro, which plans to become publicly traded through a merger with a special purpose acquisition company, saw a 200% surge in new users in the first 3 months of the year. And the number of users Israel-based eToro climbed by 3.1 million the first quarter, up from 1 million in the year earlier period. So um, this is huge. Can you imagine how many people um, are trying to invest in bitcoins and are interested in this? That's huge. So Argo blockchain's Bitcoin holding passes 1,000. May revenue fell to $7.8 million, 16% less than the month before, but Argo blockchain said it mined 166 Bitcoin last month, taking its total beyond 1,000. The, the May figure compares with 163 in April. Even so, mining revenue fell to $7.8 million, 16% less than the month before because of the sharp decline in Bitcoin's value. And the firm also announced its execution of a grid interconnection agreement with the Wind Energy Transmission of Texas and American Electric Power for 200 MW at Argos mining facility in the Lone Star State. And the facility is expected to connect to the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, an organization that manages the state's electric grid, in first quarter 2022. So these are really were some interesting news, and if you are interested in cryptocurrency you can search more about that, but these were some latest news which maybe can help you in taking some decisions about your crypto accounts or about your investigation in this.